I'm Alex, 35, and for 15 years, I poured sweat, blood, and tears into Wilson Family Plumbing, the family business I once saw as my life. While my friends went off to college, I stayed behind to help Dad turn an old van and a handful of tools into a company with 8 trucks and 12 employees. I learned everything from him: unclogging stubborn drains, fixing leaky pipes, designing complex systems, and soothing irate clients at 2 a.m. in the dead of winter. There was no magic, just weekends I sacrificed, thousands of grueling hours, and relentless effort to build our family's reputation. I was the backbone, but in the end, I was the one forgotten. 5 years ago, my younger brother Travis, 28, joined the company. He acted like a kid forced into a chore, showing up late, taking long lunches, leaving jobs half done. I cleaned up his messes, customer complaints, rookie mistakes, all while Dad excused him. He's still learning, Alex. Not everyone's got your knack. I swallowed my frustration, convinced loyalty would pay off. I was wrong. The signs of unfairness were there all along. I trained new hires, only for them to leapfrog me in promotions. I built a scheduling system that boosted efficiency by 30%, yet Travis got the praise for helping. I pitched expanding into commercial contracts. Dad shot it down as too risky. 6 months later, Travis suggested the same thing, and Dad called it forward thinking. I drove a 2010 truck with 180,000 miles, while Dad and Travis cruised in vehicles under 3 years old. Dad dangled promises of partnership and ownership for 15 years, empty words that never materialized. Then I learned Travis made $155,000 more than me annually, despite doing next to nothing. I told myself that family comes first, but I was blind. My truck kept breaking down. Shot suspension, slipping transmission, rusted holes letting rain ruin expensive gear. After one breakdown cost us a major client, Dad finally agreed to a new one. I spent weeks researching, picking the perfect model, balancing payload and fuel efficiency, even arranging financing with our bank. That night, Dad brought 2 beers to the garage, leaned on the workbench, and handed me one. He smiled rare warmth. "Remember when I taught you to swap the belt on that old Ford? You were 12, hands steady as a pro. Never seen anyone take to plumbing like you, Alex." He glanced at my beat-up truck. "This company wouldn't be anything without you." For the first time in years, I felt seen, but it was a mirage. Sunday, Dad called us over for dinner. Travis brought Jessica, his fiancée of 8 months. After the meal, Dad stood, holding keys with the company logo, beaming. "To kick off your new life, Travis. The new truck's yours, fully loaded, just how you wanted. An engagement gift for Mom and me." Jessica clapped, Travis smirked, and I went numb. I stammered, "Dad, that truck was for service calls. I need it." "Travis doesn't even do emergencies." He waved me off. "Keep using the old one for now. Travis needs a sharp image to take over clients. You're good at fixing things." Travis bragged about custom paint jobs while my 15 years dissolved. Driving home in my creaking relic, it hit me. It wasn't just the truck, it was years of being dismissed, undervalued. Travis was the golden child. I was the dependable mule. I called Jack, an old friend at a rival firm. He was stunned. "Alex, with your skills and client ties, you could work anywhere. Why have you stayed so long?" I realized my loyalty had trapped me. Jack offered me a commercial management role at Brighton Plumbing, the chance Dad denied me. The next week, I documented everything I did: system guides, client quirks, maintenance plans, supplier contacts. I left it all in a neat file, not to sabotage, but to cut ties clean. Monday, I slid my resignation onto Dad's desk. He strolled in late, opened it, and sneered, "This a joke, Alex?" I explained calmly, not dwelling on the truck, but the broken promises, the stifled growth. I'd taken the Brighton job. He scoffed, "You'll be back in a week. They can't match us." He didn't ask about my pay, nearly 40% higher with a clear path to partnership. Travis cornered me in the supply room, panicked. "You can't leave. Who will handle West Side contracts, hospital maintenance, emergency calls? Dad's grooming me to lead, but I don't know half of what you do." I replied coolly, "You'll figure it out. You've got that shiny new truck." My last 2 weeks, I trained others, handed off clients, left a binder labeled Essential Operations. On my final day, I dropped my company phone, credit card, and keys on Dad's desk. He didn't even look up, certain I'd crawl back. My first month at Brighton was a revelation. My boss, Kevin, dubbed me the county's best plumber to clients and staff. My ideas were heard, my plans executed. When Brighton bid on the Lakeside Corporate Park contract, a site I'd maintained for Wilson, I had insider edge, but I didn't use it. I crafted a general proposal from experience, staying ethical. Kevin stared, then said, "Most guys would have milked that advantage, Alex. Your integrity's why I hired you." We won the contract, fair and square. Wilson Family Plumbing unraveled fast. Yelp ratings tanked from 4.8 to 3.2 in 2 weeks. Clients who'd requested me raged. My scheduling system collapsed without me. Travis botched maintenance at Riverside Medical Center, leaving a main valve open and flooding a storeroom. The hospital axed their $180,000 a year contract. 2 veteran techs quit amid the chaos. Travis texted for maintenance logs. Dad asked about warranties. I pointed them to the binder, nothing more. 2 months later, revenue plummeted 60%, staff shrank to 4, and 3 trucks, including Travis's prized one, were sold to cover debts. Dad mortgaged his house. Travis crumbled. They begged for a meeting at a coffee shop. Dad looked frail, Travis hollow-eyed, his swagger gone. Dad slid a folder across. Partnership, 45 ownership, full control. His voice broke. "We messed up, Alex. I took you for granted. I'm paying for it. Save what's left." Travis mumbled, "You made it look easy." I didn't realize how useless I was. I declined. "This isn't punishment. I just learned my worth, something I should have been given long ago." I offered names of good plumbers, tips to scale down, but I wouldn't return. Wilson's a shell now, scraping by on small jobs. Travis learns the hard way. Dad's retiring early. Me, I'm thriving at Brighton, bought a house, a new truck with my own cash. Kevin wants me to run a new branch, maybe buy it someday. I dream of my own fleet, not Wilson Blue, but my color. Leaving wasn't revenge, it was reclaiming my dignity. The sweetest victory isn't their failure, it's proving my worth by walking away.